Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Wednesday, February 18th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A Douglas County Court Commissioner and Deputy Prosecutor have accused newly appointed County Prosecutor Sean Lewis of governmental misconduct. Tyler Kale, the current Douglas County Undersheriff, will step into the role of Sheriff effective March 1st. Expect scattered snow showers and unseasonably cool temperatures through the rest of the week. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. Authorities have identified the man shot and killed by Grant County Sheriff's deputies on Monday. 33-year-old Aaron J. Amon died at the scene when deputies and Moses Lake police officers encountered him during a property search. It was located in the 4700 block of Road L.9 just outside of the city. Police say Amon emerged from a small barn carrying a rifle that he leveled toward the officers. 5 sheriff's deputies opened fire. Amon was pronounced dead at the scene. No police officers were injured. Court records show Amon did not appear to stand trial last December on a theft charge in Adams County and was being sought on a warrant. The case is now in the hands of the Central Basin Investigative Team, a multi-agency group that evaluates police uses of force. The Ellensburg Police Department is among the lead agencies, with the Washington State Patrol providing a crime scene response team to gather evidence. The Wenatchee Valley Medical Group is asking Confluence Health to pause its $60 million cancer center construction project so physicians can collaborate on how to address the community's cancer treatment needs. In January, Confluence Health announced its plans to build a new cancer center at the Confluence Health Hospital Central Campus beginning in November. The medical group says physicians were not included in the initial planning of the project, and its members want to take another look at how the money is going to be spent. The concerns over the Cancer Center come as the affiliation between the medical group and Confluence Health is due to expire at the end of 2027. Physician leaders say they want that affiliation to continue. Confluence Health said in a statement this afternoon that site selection for the Cancer Center and planning have included physician involvement, but did not comment on the medical group's other concerns. A Douglas County Court Commissioner and Deputy Prosecutor have accused newly appointed County Prosecutor Sean Lewis of governmental misconduct after he instructed a Deputy Prosecutor not to disclose important information about a witness to attorneys handling the case. Lewis oversees a staff of attorneys for Douglas County. Our media partner, the Wenatchee World, reports that Deputy Prosecutor Lori Pruce was not informed by her fellow prosecutor Stephen Downs when a witness in a district court case admitted to lying to police. According to Pruce, Downs told her that Lewis had instructed him that it wasn't necessary to share that admission, which might have affected a felony case. Lewis, who was appointed in July to replace Gordon Edgar, denies Pruce's representation of events. Douglas County Court Commissioner Steve Clem, himself a former prosecuting attorney, dismissed the case and ruled that the matter amounted to governmental misconduct, writing that, quote, "There is no excuse for intentional non-disclosure." Lewis is filed to run for a full term this year as Douglas County's lead prosecutor. You can read more about this story at WenatcheeWorld.com. The City of Cashmere, Chelan County, and the Chelan-Douglas Port Authority are joining forces to dig out the boat ramp that allows access to the Wenatchee River from Cashmere's Riverside Center. December's massive floods deposited a large amount of stones in the side channel of the boat ramp, which effectively makes the ramp inaccessible for watercraft trying to enter and exit the river. It's a major access point for rafting and tubing companies, but digging out the excess rock will require special permits. The port, city, and county will put up a total of about $55,000 to pay for the removal work, which has to be done prior to the spring spring runoff season. Chelan County Commissioners agreed this week to put up $30,000 toward the project out of county lodging tax funds. When we come back, Sai Ramaswamy, a professor who led Wenatchee Valley College's engineering department, has died after a 3-year battle with cancer. And the city of Wenatchee has officially launched its new utility billing payment website. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanagan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can just time warranty.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Douglas County has a new sheriff effective March 1st. Tyler Kale, the current undersheriff, will step into the role on that date. Douglas County Commissioners voted Tuesday to appoint Kale to fill out the term currently held by Sheriff Kevin Morris, who announced his upcoming retirement in December. The interim term runs until the end of this year. Kale, the undersheriff for the last 7 years, is already filed to run in this year's election. He's likely to face Chelan County Deputy Adam Musgrove and former Quincy Police Chief Keith Siebert on the ballot for the August primary. Sai Ramaswamy, a professor who led Wenatchee Valley College's engineering department, has died after a 3-year battle with cancer. He was 48. Wenatchee Valley College confirmed his passing in a Facebook statement, saying he was a dedicated and cherished member of the college. Ramaswamy is survived by his wife and daughter. A GoFundMe has been created to help his family, which has raised over $29,000 at the time of this broadcast. The fundraiser, which can be found on the NCWLIFE website, says Ramaswamy gave his whole heart to his students and hoped to see his daughter graduate high school. The city of Wenatchee has officially launched its new utility billing payment website. The city first announced the transition last month. An online bill payment was temporarily unavailable during the first part of February. The upgrade is meant to improve user experience and provide flexible account management tools. Customers can now create their login, add their utility account, and make a secure bill payment. For help setting up an account, a short explainer video can be found on the City of Wenatchee's YouTube channel. Coming up next, the Numerica Performing Arts Center is 25 years old, and to mark the anniversary of the performance space in downtown Wenatchee, North 40 Productions put together a documentary film called Precious Little Theater. We will talk to the co-producers of the project in tonight's feature story. Scattered snow showers and cool temperatures through the week, with wetter and warmer weather ahead next week. I'll have your local weather details coming up, along with Dan Kuntz with a look at all things sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
The Numerica Performing Arts Center is 25 years old. To mark the anniversary of the performance space in downtown Wenatchee, North 40 Productions put together a documentary film called Precious Little Theater, looking behind the scenes at some of the creators who brought their work to the stage. The film was a year in the making. It gets his debut tomorrow night at the PAC starting at 7 p.m. and a few tickets are still available. In tonight's feature story, North 40 co-producers Jeff Austinson and Colleen Fry spoke with NCWLIFE News about the project.
Originally, what our intent was to create a film that shared the impact of having a theater like this in your community. And then I started to talk to some of the folks who've been around 25 years ago, 30 years ago when they were building it. And I did get a little pressure to create a film about the history of the PAC and how it was built. And so we actually decided to make two films. So we are making two films. We have, the first film is called Miracle on the Avenue, which is a kind of a nod to Wilfred Woods, who wrote an essay about how the PAC was built. And that really is a historical kind of Ken Burns style approach of just, this is how it happened. This is what these people did. They volunteered their time, they overcame obstacles, and they worked very hard for a long time to raise the money to build this precious little theater. So we tell that story in about 15 minutes, and then we have another film called Precious Little Theater, and it's about 40 minutes long. And what it does is it really shares the impact of having a theater on your community. And it's it certainly is specific to Wenatchee and to our Numerica Performing Arts Center, but it's more about, if you had a theater like this, this is what you might expect could happen in your community as well.
Yeah, I would definitely say that although they are two separate films with the more historical anniversary piece and then the precious little theater piece that goes into the future, both pieces showcase our community. They showcase how our community comes together to really make something happen. And then as a result of investing in ourselves and what we have here, our community creates connections. We have experiences that are incredible and heartfelt and just turn us into really great neighbors and friends and people who continue to thrive as a result. And so it's kind of fun to see that while they're distinct films, they do still just highlight how amazing our community is because we have this sort of activity that exists here.
If you want to make a film about something like the Performing Arts Center, and you need a year to do it because there are so few opportunities, you know, and you can't just show up in 1 month and say, oh, we're going to film this month and it's going to be done. So we filmed with the symphony last February, so a year ago, and we filmed, you know, with the musical in the Apple Blossom musical in the spring. We filmed with Hot August Nights in the summertime. So we were able to kind of schedule this out over a year to make sure we caught all the different things we needed to film. So it's really hard, especially a musical, to put a camera out there on stage while the folks are acting, because it's very distracting for not only the actors but for the people watching. We chose dress rehearsals. So we went out there and we filmed mostly dress rehearsals because they're in costume, they're doing the thing, but they're certainly going to be okay with us, you know, moving around a camera as they're doing it because there's no audience. And yes, it was distracting. Some people were giving us some odd looks as we were out there with the camera, but it was a much better time. Especially with the symphony, for example. I mean, we got cameras right under Nick as he was conducting, and we wouldn't have been able to do that necessarily when they were actually performing. Right. So we chose, that's what we chose. We did rehearsals, we did the dress rehearsal, and then we would get some filming accomplished during the actual performances, but much more out to the side and out in the audience perspective.
That's why I keep coming back to the power of just performance and the power of our community, because every interview really shows how someone's been touched by being on our stage and sharing of themselves because of our Numerica Performing Arts Center.
I think one of the big reasons we wanted to make the historical film was to inspire people to dream big and you know, to dare to do great things and to build things like the Numerica PAC. And you know, the people in our community back in the early 90s decided to do that, and we all benefit from that, and that's an amazing thing.
One of the things that we're really hoping is a result of this film is that it is something the Numerica PAC and our community can use to continue promoting arts in our community. That is this like launching pad for us to maintain that support and connection. And that exists whether you're a season ticket holder at the Numerica PAC or if you just come to the shows that you feel truly connected to, but just continuing to support and be a part of that, because it is exposure, it's new experiences, it gives people the opportunity to see something and feel something maybe they haven't otherwise done before. And so that's one of our key hopes, that this film really just reinforces that network.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast, and I hope you had a great Wednesday. Not a bad one weather-wise. A good deal of sun at least through most of the day today, and that sunshine so nice to see out there, and boy, it made for just a gorgeous shot. This is our monitor tower camera looking up valley, and you can see we did see a mix of blue skies and some clouds, even some scattered snow showers in the Cascades, but all in all, not a bad late winter today here in north central Washington. But we are not done with the snowfall yet. Many locations, especially eastern Washington, seeing that today, but it will return tomorrow, and we are right in that track, about an inch or so for us. Also Chelan up into Omak, possibly an inch on Thursday, and that'll be steady light snow, and that'll be overnight. We could wake up to a little bit of snow, a lot like we did on Sunday morning just a couple of days ago. So keep that in mind as you get ready for that morning commute tomorrow. Unofficially today, not a bad one, 40 degrees. 43 is our normal high for this time of year, and our record a beautiful 62, and that was set in 1977. We were also 3 degrees below our normal for a low temperature this morning, 25. 28 is where we should be, and 8 degrees, our record low, and that was set in 1990. Sunrise 7:01, and the sun sets at 5:29. All right, taking a look at your Thursday temperatures, and a little cooler out there with the clouds and the possible snow showers. Yeah, we're going to see cooler weather tomorrow. 37 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 36 for Quincy, and then cooler to the west where there's a better chance for snow. And we're talking Ellensburg, Wenatchee at 34, and then a lot of 33s on our map from Kashmir into Eniat, Chelan, and all, especially this area right here, the best chance for snowfall, and that'll be overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. So once again, keep that in mind as you make that commute tomorrow. The reason this big area of low pressure that's just off the northwest coast, I should say, of Oregon, and it's causing a lot of instability around the west. There's a chance for scattered snow showers tonight. It's going to be cool, a lot like this morning with temperatures in the mid-20s. For Thursday, mostly cloudy skies. Our low slides down to the south, but still plenty of showers along a cold front, still along the Cascades in Washington. A 30% chance that we will see snow tomorrow, highs in the mid-30s, and then kind of a break from the action on Friday. Partly cloudy, low pressure to our west, high pressure to our southeast, and that'll give us kind of a dry day for Friday with high temperatures again in those mid-30s. And then as we get you into the upcoming weekend, mostly cloudy for Saturday, and we have a dual threat moving our way on Saturday, and that's going to bring a decent chance for snow, especially into the Cascades Saturday, mid to upper 30s for high temperatures on Saturday afternoon. And as we end our weekend on Sunday, the main low to our north will really bring some showers all our way. We're talking a 60% chance of a rain-snow mix on Sunday. The main reason it's going to be a mix, warmer temperatures with highs right about 40 degrees on Sunday afternoon. And then for your Monday, it's going to be a wet one. Cloudy skies, a 70% chance of rain, and boy, look at that, almost statewide on Monday. Our warm-up will continue as well. Monday high temperatures into those low 40s. And then for Tuesday, our mild weather will continue. Once again, a 40% chance of all rain on Tuesday. Mostly cloudy skies. I think most of that shower activity will be in western Washington. But look at the highs for Tuesday, jumping up into the mid-40s. All right, time to take a look at your 7-day forecast. And it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. Another cool one overnight tonight, 25 degrees, a 30% chance of snow on Thursday. Look at the low Thursday night. That's about as cold as we have been all winter. 22 our overnight low. A break between storms for Friday, partly cloudy and 35. And then back to the wet weather, starting out as snow on Saturday, a 30% chance of it, and 37. And then our chances of the wet stuff really goes up Sunday and Monday, a 60% chance for a rain-snow mix Sunday. All rain, 70% on Monday, but look at the temperatures, upper 30s Sunday, all the way to the mid-40s by the time we get to Tuesday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Well, 29 years after he bought the team, 8.5 years after he passed away, it is official. The estate of Paul Allen is selling the Seattle Seahawks. This is not a surprise, as you might imagine. Seahawks have been held in trust since Paul Allen died. That was in October of 2018. His sister Jody has been the executor ever since. The directive from the estate of Paul Allen is that all his sports properties be sold. And the proceeds go to charities. The Seahawks have retained a law firm and an investment bank. They're going to handle the sales process. This is expected to take some time, folks, probably all the way through summer and maybe even into autumn for that matter. The last NFL franchise to change hands, the Washington Commanders, they sold for a little over $6 billion. And that was 3 years ago. But since the Seahawks are in a trust, Jody Allen is required by law to sell the team to the highest bidder. Is expected to go for close to $7 billion. College basketball tonight. Number 11 Gonzaga is in the city by the Bay taking on the San Francisco Dons. That's an ESPN2 at 8 o'clock tonight. That's good news because I have that. And the Cougars will host Pacific. That's at 6:30 on ESPN Plus, which sucks because I don't have that. Girls high school basketball last night. Eastmont stays alive. They are in the district tournament. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. Beat Sunnyside at home, 70-55 for the Wenatchee Panthers. Their season is done in the play-in game. They lost to West Valley 55-43. Eastmont will take on West Valley tomorrow in the District 5 4A tournament. In the District 5 1A tournament, the season is over for the Kashmir Bulldogs. It went to overtime. It was kind of a slog of a game, but Natchez Valley eliminates the Bulldogs 35-33. Wapato took care of Cascade 63-41 for the Bulldogs. And the Cascade Kodiaks, their season has come to an end. And in the 1B tournament, again, in District 5, Soap Lake season has come to an end. They lost to Moses Lake Christian. Wilson Creek eliminated Aniat 51-31. It's Saturday at Wenatchee High School. Moses Lake Christian and Wilson Creek will play in a loser-out game. That was the girls. Now it's the boys' team. Again, playing games in the Big Nine last night to make it to the district tournament. For the Wenatchee Panthers on the road, they lost to Sunnyside. The final there was 61-45. The other side of the bracket was Davis beating Eisenhower 67-64. In the District 5 1A boys tournament, it looks something like this. Chelan advances. They beat Connell 71-65. Kashmir season comes to an end. They lost to Wapato at home 52-40. Chelan and Wapato will play tomorrow night in Chelan in a seeding game. Doesn't matter if Chelan wins or loses, they will still continue on in their post-game festivities. And there are games tonight, by the way, in the smallest of the small schools. These are both loser-out games. Take a look at what we have for you. Waterville Mansfield will host Wilson Creek. That's at 7 o'clock tonight in a loser-out game. Aniat will play host to Garden City Academy at 5:30. Again, a loser-out game. We'll have those scores tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Well, if the Wenatchee Wild plan to make the playoffs, they have a tough row ahead of them. 13 games remaining in the regular season. They are right now 11th in the 12-team Western Conference, and they only have 4 more home games of those 13 games. 4 at home, 9 on the road. And as Austin Drade mentioned, the Wenatchee Wild will play multiple games against teams in the Western Conference that are either in 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, or 1st place.
Victoria's coming up. We got another couple of games against Kelowna. Everett we'll see not only on March 1st, but back-to-back at the end of the season. And we've got a couple more road games up in Prince George. We haven't seen them on the road yet, so we'll make that trip. And we'll finish a 4 and 5 road trip week that starts in Edmonton and Red Deer. So a lot coming up for this group, a couple of really busy stretches in there. Nothing that's unmanageable, but certainly some busy weeks coming up for these guys, and some formidable teams on the way.
The 13 games remaining in the Wild season. The home stretch begins this weekend. Back-to-back games in Victoria against the Royals on Friday and Saturday. Go Wild! And those are just some of the games that people are playing.
And that will do it for this Wednesday edition of the NCW Life Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.